another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Today is Monday, May 13th. I just finished posting the Mother's Day shenanigans video. I also put up another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Couple of fun new pieces of content going up to the channel today. We're continuing the content today. Monday we're going to pack orders and get those things out to the post office. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Brian Kingsbury. I'm a full-time reseller, and I've got 2 eBay stores and over 6,000 items listed online. This channel kind of details the ins and outs of the business. I show you guys everything that sells, everything I'm buying, everything I'm listing, all the ins and outs of the business. And today we're going to start with what sold out of the big store. We had quite a few orders come in. Yesterday we spent most of the day hanging out with my mom in Marysville, Arlington actually, and my wife's mom in Marysville. We did the little round of the Mother's Day festivities yesterday, so you'll see that in the video. But today we're back to business, and we got to pack up orders that came in. We did have some decent sales while I was gone yesterday. Pretty decent sales day on Sunday, so let me give you guys a look at what sold out of the big store. There you see it. We had 7 orders for $217.79. $217.79 for 7 orders. Let's check out what they were. First item sold for $21.10. It's a blue long sleeve cardigan sweater top, solid, a men's, no, women's rather, medium H&M. It's a wool blend H&M sweater. Nice women's sweater. Up next was the biggest sale of the day, sold for $102.76, a pair of Air Jordan 5 Retro red suede 2017 men's basketball shoes, keyword sneakers. These are size 10.5. So some Jordans selling for $102 and change. Up next, this shirt sold for $16.18. It's an Eddie Bauer pocket dress shirt, long sleeve, size large, red and white, men's, keyword cotton. Up next, this sweatshirt sold for $12. It's an evolution of a Rockstar black and white hooded sweatshirt top, long sleeve, size 3XL. It's got kind of a fun graphic. I was in a good mood, so I accepted a best offer last night, so it sold well under market value. Up next, this hat sold for $18.33. It's a San Diego Padres brand is 47. Black and white baseball hat, one size fits all, snapback. If you guys are interested, you'll want to check back later this week. We've got all kinds of online arbitrage purchases. I bought, I think it was 5 hat lots yesterday. So we got all those coming in the mail to us. So we'll have plenty of new hats to go through and list coming up real soon. Up next, these sold for $37.09. $37.09. These are Crocs sandals, navy blue vented slip-on shoes, keyword straps, men's size 11. And finally, this one sold for just $10.33. Listed this May 8th. And here it is, the 13th. Didn't take long to sell at all. It's a Secret Treasures dress, size large, XL, 14 to 18, sleeveless, cotton blend women's dress. It has all these pineapples all over it. Let me show you the pineapple design. There it is. You can see them, a little orange and yellow and pink pineapples all throughout with a nice stripe design. So someone got a good deal on this one. So there you see it, 7 orders for, what was it, $217.79. 7 for $217.79. So I'm going to go locate those items. We're going to get some shipping labels printed, and we're going to get them ready to go to the post office this afternoon. So of course, once I finish with that, we're going to log into the small store. We're going to see what kind of action we had out of the small store today. And of course, I'll show you everything that sold today. All right, there they are, 7 orders ready for labels. And here come those labels. Let's get them printed. Alright, it's Monday. We got an empty tote and we got 7 orders ready to fill it up. Let's fill it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 for FedEx. Number 7. Alright, now that we got the big orders, the big store orders rather, fulfilled, let's log into the small store, see what kind of action we had in the small store. Haven't checked it out since I listed a couple items into the store yesterday morning, so we'll see what kind of action we got. Alright, looks like we just had 1 order out of the small store this morning. Let me show you what sold. You see it, 1 order for $12.99. $12.99, 1 order. Let's see what it was. Here's a look at it. It was a 16/34/35 Jeffrey Bean dress shirt, gray, long sleeve, size large, striped men's top. Let me give you a look at this. We got the front photo, we got the back photo, we got a closer, we got the collar, we got the label, And we got the sizing, wrinkle free this one is. Oh, we got one more, cotton polyester blend 55-45, and even a shot of the pocket. Man, I went extra. Where's that pocket? Where did it go? Well, it's there somewhere. It's right there. That's the pocket. There it is. Put my fingers right in that pocket just to show you how good a shirt this was. Alright, without fail, the moment I go grab a shirt from inventory, there's another item that sells. So the update goes up. The price goes up. Let me show you what sold. Total goes up. That's what I meant to say. 2 orders for $29.92. $29.92. We had another item sell. Let me show you what it was. This pair of shorts sold for $16.93. It's a pair of 3XL Athletic Works reversible shorts, polyester, man, solid size, 46-inch waist by 29-inch inseam. There's the red side. There's also a black side. Looks like it's got some stripes down the side. There's the back of the red, the back of the black. Little logo. So these are the Athletic Works shorts. You find these at Walmart, I think, but red and black. Nice looking pair of shorts. So like I said, that one brings the total up for 2 orders to $29.92. So I'm going to go back to inventory and locate that pair of reversible shorts. We'll add it to the list of orders ready to go out in the mail. We'll get some shipping labels printed and we'll add them to the tote and get them ready to go. There they are, not 1 order but 2, and here come those labels. Let's get them printed so we can add these to the tote and have them go out to the post office today. Alright, 2 more orders for the tote, and a 1 and a 2. We got a nice healthy tote ready for the post office. It's about 4:30 right now. I'm going to turn my attention to getting a few listings up into the small store, and then we're going to head into town, drop those orders off, and maybe get a little exercise. The knee's still bugging me, so I'm not going to be running today, but maybe I'll go for a nice walk out there. We'll see what I feel like once I get out there on the road. So here's what I'll be listing today. So got this little stack of storage unit clothing. This is a pair of athletic pants and a couple graphic t-shirts. Today is a good day to have a good day. That's a good saying. Champion t-shirt there. I'm blunt because God rolled me that way, and that's a funny one. And let's see what else we got. It's way too peoply outside. Yeah, I feel that way sometimes. Pair of athletic shorts. This is a USC sweatshirt. It was kind of toasted on the top with us, but still pretty good Nike sweatshirt. So I'm gonna list it up cheap, and a nice jacket on the bottom there. So that's what I'm working with. Yeah, like I said, that stack there was from a storage unit buyout I did earlier in the year. I did about 3 units, I think, and I've got a bunch of clothing from those units that I'd washed and have them in totes ready to be listed. So I've been going through them the first 2 weeks of this month and just focusing on listing that sort of stuff. Storage unit clothing, not the best quality stuff, but if you get it up and price it right, you can make some sales. But I'm going to turn my focus to hats as they arrive. I bought a bunch of hats yesterday. If you watched yesterday's video, you know I think 5 different lots. Over 100 hats coming my way, so I'll be busy listing hats later this week once they start showing up. Of course, I'll show you guys everything as it shows up in the mail. A little online arbitrage makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to go hunting for the deals. They come right to you. If it's priced right, you can definitely make some money that way. So I'll show you guys that stuff when it comes. There's some decent hats in these lots, and I'm pretty excited to see what we get. Alright, I'm going to run my orders to the post office, then we're going to find some exercise to be done. I'm not sure where we're going to go, but we're going to hit some parks. Maybe take a few photos. I haven't taken the camera out and taken any photos lately, so maybe we'll go down to Fairhaven and see what we can find down there. Maybe that's a good plan. But first we got to go to the post office and drop off orders and drop off FedEx at Office Depot. Alright, so I got my packages dropped off at the post office, dropped off the FedEx package, and then I popped in here at Goodwill. I did pick up some items, $43 spent. Let me show you guys what I got. Here's a look at it. We got 3 hats back here. Nice Champion solid black hat right there with the Champion logo. And then 2 UW hats. This one has the Husky on the front there, the big W with the Husky. This is a fitted Zephyr hat. Polyester, and then this one has the W on there with the kind of the pinstriping, also a fitted hat. Ebbets Field flannels, size 7 1/8. So this might be a vintage hat, I'm not quite sure. We did get this nice size small North Face polo and an Umbro t-shirt. We got the movie Sideways, and we got this Blu-ray DVD combo of the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. And then over here was the big buy of the day. This is a pair of Wave Inspire, is it Mizuno? Mizuno Wave Inspire 17s. So nice looking pair of Mizunos, size 10.5. So that should be the big buy. Up here we got two dress shirts, size extra large, International Concepts and American Rag. This one is a pearl snap, and that's a button front. This one has two pockets. Well, so does this one. So both two pocket. So that's the haul today. $43 and some change. $43.49 total. There it is. Alright, so we made some sales today. We dropped off some orders. We got some fresh inventory. Now we're going to go down to Fairhaven. I'm going to look for a little bit of wildlife. I've taken photos down there. We got the camera with me as well as the video camera. So we're going to see what we can find. Maybe snap a few photos if we find anything interesting. Some ducks down there. We'll see what we find. I'll go down there and give you guys a look at it all. Alright, so we made it downtown to Fairhaven. We're down here by the bay, and we're gonna give you guys a look at some wildlife over here. There's usually some birds and some ducks and whatnot in this little area by the ferry terminal, so we're gonna walk around here and see what we can find. So this is the area I like to scope out here. All kinds of ducks like to hang out here. There's this beautiful duck over here that's always down here. Let me give you guys a look at him. There he is. He's on the other side of the waterway here. We'll zoom in as close as we can get, but he's always out here. I guess I'm assuming it's a he, maybe it's a she. I don't know if you can look and tell, but it has some beautiful coloring and one of the larger ducks out here. There's others out here as well, but that's the one that always catches my eye. Down here. It's kind of some interesting algae here on the water here. If you look at that. It's always cool to check things out here, see how things change from year to year. So you'll see plenty of seagulls down here, plenty of ducks, and sometimes there'll even be a few herons. We've seen geese and little baby geese down here as well in the past, so it's always teeming with all kinds of wildlife down here. It's always a good look if you want to come down here and scope out a little wildlife. Let me give you guys a panoramic view of this area so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. The tide kind of goes in and out here, so it depends on what time of day, how much water there will be in this area, but it's definitely a fun little spot to come scope out every now and then. So you can see the water flows from that way under the roadway and comes through here. It's kind of muddy, so I'm not going to venture on it any further, but they got a nice flow of water coming through here. Here's the mud that you can see that I'm talking about. I could go walk through that way, but it would end up nice and muddy, so I'm going to not do that. So I went ahead and walked above onto the roadway to give you a look from atop here. I guess this is actually Padden Creek that fills this area here. There you can see it's coming through. This was that area that I was just showing you from down below. And that duck is over there as well as the seagulls over that way. Here's the other side of the area here, Padden Creek. So as you can see, it's flowing pretty good through here. It feeds that area that we were just showing you across the roadway. So we got a couple crows over here picking something up, and all kinds of seagulls over on the farther area. Kind of a long shot for me to get a camera shot, but I've got my long lens with me, so I'm going to try to get a shot of one of these birds here. So this is kind of cool. I walked up on this, a little caterpillar cocoon right there. You guys see that? Filled with all kinds of little caterpillars in there. So it looks like it stems off of there. And there it is, filled with little caterpillars. You guys see that? It's kind of moving a little bit. They got this giant tree that fell down here. This big stump here is kind of cool looking. It's kind of just laying here. I wonder if the water comes out this far. I don't know. Probably at some point. So the action's kind of slowed down here a little bit, so I think I'm going to walk on to the ferry terminal area and then down onto the park over there, see what's kind of actions happening today. This is kind of cool. This is what's coming down here. Mixed use development lot 4, 6th and Harris Streets. The sign's been vandalized a little, but looks to be a pretty cool little building going to be put in here soon. Let's see, 29,000 mixed use commercial, mezzanines and first floor, so a lot's going in down here. Should be a pretty nice little building. So it looks like that's all the racket. They're starting on things over here, getting things prepared. It's gonna go in right here, I guess. Alright, we're leaving this little ferry terminal, the cruise terminal, Bellingham Cruise Terminal. We're gonna go on down to the park over here, but it's always kind of fun to see the history that Bellingham has to offer. You know, they have the signs and stuff of what Fairhaven looked like back in the day and what happened down here and the history of the city and all that. So it's always fun to kind of walk through here and check all that out. Plus there's a lot of wildlife and birds and seagulls and fun boats. Hopefully you guys saw some of that. If you have a chance, come on down here and check it out. It's always a good time. Look at all these beautiful flowers outside the cruise terminal here. Definitely a sign that spring has sprung. Look at all that. Bees are buzzing around, pollinating things. It's very interesting to see sometimes how crazy they can go over a bunch of flowers. They just can't get enough. Look at all these old tires here. Big stack of them over here. Uh-oh, somebody lost their gloves here at the Harris shipyard. They're gonna be late for work. No gloves. So this is the area you walk by on your way to the park over here. From the ferry terminal to the park, you get through this Harris Avenue shipyard. So the shipyard and Post Point Seafood are that way, but we want to go, we're at the ferry terminal. We want to go to the marine park and give it a look, see what kind of view it has to offer us. Yeah, for some reason I always forget the name of this park, but Marine Park, it's a small little park here on the outskirts of Bellingham and just off of Fairhaven area. Look at these flowers, nice purple ones here. The Marine Park, that's where we're headed into. Here's a look at them. Nice looking color on that. I always like this tree as you enter this park. They have this huge tree right here, kind of center of things here. So there it was. You guys saw Marine Park. I'm not going to stick around for the sunset. A lot of people are hanging out here waiting for the sunset, but I think I'm going to head over to Lake Padden, take a walk around there a little bit, and then head home, see what I got to see over there. Yeah, Marine Park is nice and all, but it's pretty small, not much happening here. No wildlife really, it's just more for the view. So if you want to come down here and watch the sunset, it's a good spot for that. But if you're looking for some more action, more wildlife and whatnot, Lake Padden is probably nicer. Or even that area over by the ferry terminal is nice with birds and everything. I have set this up nicely as an area where you can take your boats out of the water, your little kayaks and canoes, and hose them off here before you put them in the water, put them back in your car. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that little look at Fairhaven, walking down there to Marine Park, saw the ferry cruise terminal there. You guys saw that little area outside of, there's a little dog bar there where you can bring your dogs and it's called Paws or something like that. That's where the area that I showed you initially, where we saw that beautiful duck and the seagulls and whatnot. But we walked all the way down to Marine Park there. You saw the ferry, you saw the train coming in there, all kinds of action down there in Fairhaven. We're going to cruise over to Lake Padden, my favorite hangout, and see what we can see over there. I have spotted little ducklings, and we've done a couple of videos with ducklings, so maybe we can get another look at the ducklings before this sun sets. It's almost 8 o'clock now. I think it's a little after 8, so it's about to set, but we're going to cruise up there. It's not far away, so it shouldn't take long. Alright, as you can see, we made it here to Lake Padden. I'm going to get out the car. It's about to sunset right now, so we might be able to get some good shots. Hopefully we find some wildlife that we can photograph and videotape as well. So let's get out there and see what we can find tonight. Alright, here's a look at Lake Padden tonight. That sun is just setting. As you can see, it's a little windy out here. Those little waves are coming in, and it's blowing pretty good out here today. I wasn't expecting that, but a little bit chilly off of the water here, so we're gonna get moving, get a little exercise, get a few steps in, and see what we can find. Looks like somebody lost their frisbee. They left a little frisbee here, the NTY. Yeah, it was kind of fun. I was visiting with my mom on Mother's Day, and she got herself a Fitbit, so she's counting her steps, she's tracking her sleep and all that. It was kind of interesting to take a look at the statistics and see where the REM sleep and the deep sleep and when she's awake at night and all that stuff. I was kind of thinking about that today. I was walking around. I wonder how many steps I'm getting in out here on a hike like today. So no sign of the ducklings yet, but we're keeping our eyes open. This is usually where they appear, this shoreline area. That's where we found them the last few times we've been down here looking for some footage of some wildlife. But it's a little rough out here today. Maybe Mama Duck's got them hiding away somewhere. Alright, we made it. We walked all the way to the other end of the lake here. Haven't found much wildlife. No ducklings, but we are walking upon some geese here. You got the sunset behind me about to go down, and we got some geese ahead of me, so I'm gonna get some shots of some geese, give you guys a look at them and see what they have to offer tonight. So as you can see, we got the ducks here resting, enjoying that sunset tonight, and we got a goose over here to the left of me. He's over here doing his thing, having a little snack in the grass. We'll probably walk up on him first since he's not as shy. But of course he's not being too friendly tonight, so we'll see what he has to do, what he has to offer us. He looks a little wobbly. Got a little hitch in his giddy up. There's Mr. Goose. There's this guy, and then there's a couple more on the far end over there. We could walk over that way and see what they do. at Lake Padden, and this is Polly. Polly was out on a walk here at sunset here at Lake Padden. How old is Polly?
Polly is 3.
Polly's a 3-year-old out here at Lake Padden, enjoying a nice little walk around the lake. Hey, Polly! Polly's looking at the geese. Let's go over here.
Yeah.
You looking at those geese, Polly? Enjoy your walk, Polly.
AKA Paul Anka.
Paul Anka. Oh, yeah. Named after Paul Anka. Well, enjoy the rest of your walk. Okay. Thank you. Yep. All right, we made it safely back to the car. We got a couple good miles in. Got a lot of exercise out there on Lake Padden. Showed you guys that sunset. I want to thank that pet owner. Was it Polly? Paul Anka, named after Paul Anka. Polly the dog. I saw Polly. She had the leash fully extended on the way to the opposite direction when I saw him initially, and old Polly was just leading the charge, fully extended, full speed ahead. So I had to try to get a shot of Polly. He was more focused on the geese, obviously, so not my best camera work, but definitely a cute little dog and a fun little moment here at Lake Padden. So I thank her for letting me get a little video there of Polly, Mr. Paul Anka. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that look at Lake Padden, a little sunset, a little wildlife, the geese, and all that nature can provide. So I guess we're here at Lake Padden. We might as well take a moment for a few moments of gratitude. I guess I'm grateful for the trip south to visit with my mom on Mother's Day. Had a nice day with my mom. We made her lunch, which turned into dinner. Took a little longer than we expected, but that was all right. A little salmon and salad and strawberry shortcake for dessert, the whole mix. And we visited my wife's mother and got to talk with her a little bit, and their dogs Ace and Duke were busy keeping things safe over there. And then we even went to my sister-in-law's place and saw her and her daughter Alicia and Kevin and the kids. Haven't seen the kids for some time. I think the last time I saw the little one was when he was a baby. Here he is now, probably 1 or 2 years old and full of life. It's kind of interesting, you know, when you go to leave and give hugs, you know, you never know who wants to give a hug, you know. I'm not around that often, so the kids are obviously a little tentative around me, but that's always a good thing, you know. You don't want a child just hugging old anybody. It's a moment of trust, you know. You don't need to hug everybody, so I totally understand that. Hopefully, if I'm around a little more, they'll warm up to me, and I'll get a hug next time. But it was nice to see them growing up and really flourishing and learning and talking. And the big one is playing football, flag football, and he had all kinds of stories, and we got to see some video of his touchdown dance and all the fun family stuff that goes on at Mother's Day festivities. So I want to thank Alicia and Kevin for sharing some of that with us. It was always fun to visit with family on Mother's Day, and of course to visit with my mom and get a little bit of that wisdom that she has to bestow upon the world. Sometimes I point a camera at her and ask her to say something, and she doesn't always know what to say, but I think she's getting used to it now. I think the last message was to forgive mothers for all the mistakes they make along the way, you know. I guess everybody has their faults and makes their mistakes when raising a child, but you gotta allow a little forgiveness along the way. And I think as moms get older, it gets a little easier, and I think it's fun to kind of celebrate people as they get older. They have a lot of wisdom. I'm trying to be better about being quiet and listening to the elders as I get older myself. Here I am, middle age, so I think they have a lot of wisdom to bestow upon us if we just shut up and listen sometimes. Yeah, that listening is definitely overrated quality. It's definitely something you need to work on, and you know, everybody can sit here and talk and give their two cents about things, but sometimes it's better to sit back and listen, and you learn a lot more from life that way sometimes. So I think I'm gonna call it a quits on this portion of the video. Gonna go home and do a few more listings and to have a little bit of dinner. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's little adventure, the Fairhaven, the Lake Padden, the day in the life of a reseller. There's still work to be done, so I'm gonna head home and make it happen. Alright, just got home. I got all my inventory untagged and ready to be photographed and listed tomorrow. I'm going to hold off on that until tomorrow. It's a little after 9 o'clock now, so I'm going to get something to eat and call it a night. But I want to thank everybody for watching this video to the very end. I know there was a lot jam-packed into today's video. Tried to keep it fun and interesting and show you guys a lot of the Bellingham and Fairhaven and everything that Whatcom County has to offer. A little escape from the normal reseller content, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that sort of thing, and I'm hoping to do a little bit more of that as the season continues. It stays light out so we can go around town until after 8 o'clock now, which is nice, so I'm going to continue to do that. But if you haven't yet, please take a second to subscribe. Ring that notification bell, that way you won't miss out on future content. If you ring that notification bell, that way you're notified every time a new item drops, a new video drops, and you can just click the ones you want to watch and watch away. We have the day in the life of a reseller vlog that comes out every day, but I'm also posting other videos as well, so lots to watch up on the channel every day. Thanks again for watching this one to the very end. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.